MLB The Show is at the gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri, and lovely Busch Stadium. A Memorial Day get-together for you here at the ballpark between the Colorado Rockies and the St. Louis Cardinals. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Adam Wainwright gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, he's got a pretty good strikeout to walk ratio, 3-to-1. We'll see if that holds true in this one.
DJ LeMahieu strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Colorado, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Start of a 4-game set as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
3-0 now. Showing some uncharacteristic wildness to start things out.
Yeah, 4-pitch walk, pretty much not the way you want to start out against a club like this.
And that misses as well, so that might portend some trouble tonight as he begins the game with 4 wide ones.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Charlie Blackmon will stride in now, and as you see there, he sits 9th in the National League in batting at the start of play.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. Once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Piscotty is there, and he has it for the out. On to first, the double play. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, you know, guys, I think this one could be a slugfest. If you get to the starter early and you continue to beat up on that bullpen, goodness, you could score a ton of runs.
Carlos Gonzalez will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
He's had just an excellent season so far, and maybe he can go on a little home run binge here and get him into that #1 spot in home runs.
Chopped foul right at home plate at strike 1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Wainwright's ready. Here it is on 0-2. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
High and deep to right center field. Grichuk racing back. Gone! A solo shot here for Carlos Gonzalez. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead.
And you know, the only way you're going to tie this guy up on the inner half is if you go up and in. If you leave it belt high, he can handle that pitch and
He handled that one all right.
Nolan Arenado will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Into the windup and the pitch. Grounded to short. Peralta's up with it. On to Moss at first, and the inning is over. Rockies get one on the solo blast from Carlos Gonzalez. Home half of the first coming up from Busch Stadium, and the Rockies have the early 1-0 advantage. Tyler Matzik will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, you see the ERA there. Not anything that's going to jump out, but he has been dependable and gives his ball club a chance to win.
Rajay Davis comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
St. Louis, left fielder, Rajay Davis.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. EK, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
And on top of that, they've already spotted their starter an early lead in this one, so they're going to let their guy work with the lead right away.
1-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
A little bit outside. 2-1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Lays off the breaking pitch, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Stephen Piscotty will be next. He somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Fastball called. Strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, they need Matt Carpenter to get back on track. Last month, he was absolutely brutal at the plate, finishing with an OBP total under 200. Opposing pitchers seem like they found a hole, and they have just continued to exploit it.
Stephen Piscotty comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, Matt, Darryl, he can have that moving strike zone at times. He calls a pretty good game overall, but I know people aren't always sure what he likes.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Shoots this one to first. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. And with a quick breather here, let's bring in a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, this defense is rock solid up the middle. They've got a Gold Glover at second base who is athletic, agile, and has range second to none.
Matt Carpenter will stand in now. 2 hits and 5 trips for him in yesterday's ball game.
Well, you're right. His last game was excellent, but he just keeps adding to those numbers. Over his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 350. I'll take that anytime.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2.
And this is going to be important against a team like this. You can't let them get into too many hitters counts because they'll tear you apart.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. It's on to inning number 2 now in St. Louis. Rockies lead this one 1-0. Ben Paulson will get his first shot now, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Line to the right side, and a base hit here to open up the second.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 8, Gerardo.
Coming to the plate now, Gerardo Parra, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. This is pulled into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defensive lineup for the Redbirds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, Matt Carpenter can play a number of positions. He's played second, third base. For me, he's better suited at third base. Very sure-handed. He's got a good enough arm to play over there, and I think he's a bit more comfortable at that position.
Wainwright comes set. First pitch on the way. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting 8.
Check this out on show track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
In now, Dustin Garneau. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 1 home run and 5 driven in. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
High in the air out to center field. Grichuk is there. 2 gone.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
Tyler Matzik gets a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone.
Well, you know, some pitchers flat out just don't like to go up there and swing it, and I get it. Most of them can't hit at all. But hey, this is...
Jerko gets dirty. It's there. He got him.
Oh, love it.
3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Rendell Grichuk Strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Center fielder, Randall Grichuk.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ball one. One 0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. One and two now.
2 strikes.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, it's really not too hard to figure out what the game plan is on a guy like this. You cannot give him anything up around the belt that he can drive. So you're going to see that all 4 pitches are either mid-thigh or below, and that's right about where you're going to want to be pitching against a guy like this.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Moss. And a bouncing ball, foul. The windup and the 0-1. 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Hit sharply toward the right side. Gonzalez is there. 2 down.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Here's Johnny Peralta now. Hey now. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 2 home runs and 7 driven in. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Blackman on the move. And that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back at Busch Stadium right after this. DJ LeMahieu is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Wainwright looks in. 1-0 on its way. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, they're being really careful with this guy. Remember, they walked him the first time around, and now they're behind 2-0 to him right here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And the control looks to be a little off here to start the third.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Sort of surprising. This is not a guy who walks a lot of hitters. Definitely not leading off an inning. And definitely not on 4 pitches. He shouldn't be close to tired yet, so we'll see if he can bounce back.
Charlie Blackmon will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, we always talk about pitch speeds from pitchers. How hard are they throwing the ball? How hard was that ball hit back up the middle? Way harder than it was thrown, I can guarantee you that.
Carlos Gonzalez will stand in here with 2 on. And now, following the walk and the single, do you get the sense, EK, that they're getting to him just a bit?
Maybe a little. I wouldn't be too worried just yet. He's shown the ability to bounce back before, but it's also looking like he might not have his very best stuff.
First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. But one or the other is what you really need.
In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Turned on down the line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 2-0 ball game. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Nolan Arenado stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
From the stretch. And there's the good fastball that time from Wainwright as he gets ahead 0-1. Hot shot towards the hole. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. And they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score.
And this is a nice decision here in the outfield. The run's going to score easily, but he sees he might have a shot at that guy taking third. So this is a nice throw to gun him down and at least get an out on the play.
Into the box now, Ben Paulson, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
And he takes a called strike 2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Jed Jerko will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Hit out towards second. Gloved by LeMahieu. A quick out number 1.
Batting 8, catcher Tim Paniagua.
Tim Paniagua will stride in now. Back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Another good job of getting ahead here. He just seems so locked in right now.
Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a liner. Foul. Set to deal on 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Gonzalez. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 9, catcher
Adam Wainwright will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
The 0-1 on its way. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. The 0-2 home. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
2 out, nobody on. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail in this one 3-0. Gerardo Parra is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Hard liner toward short, and this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Another example here. This is right over the middle of the plate. It's elevated a bit, just a complete miss in location, and they jump on him again.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1. 3 runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Now a hard liner toward short. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Up next for Colorado. Catcher.
Things are not really going his way out there for him at all. I mean, that's already 8 hits he's allowed in just 3+ innings. It's hard to imagine him turning things around the way he's thrown the ball so far.
Dustin Garneau is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Shot toward second. Spin throw. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
Well, this is a pretty hard hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might have had a shot at the plate, but he thinks about it for a second and takes the sure out instead, and that allows that runner to come in and score.
Tyler Matzik will stand in with a golden chance here to help himself out with a runner at third.
And he knows this is a definite strikeout situation, so the big key here is, at the very least, find a pitch you can put in play.
Oh, that grounder got him. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
And let's see now. Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock a ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. And by the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that will spell the end of the evening here for Adam Wainwright. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Mike Leake is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Swinging a liner back through the box. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Charlie Blackmon steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Leak pauses. Here's the delivery. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Runners are at first and second with one away. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Boy, I think it's time to start being a decision maker up there. Either take it or leave it. But that's twice in a row he's gone halfway.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rips this one to first. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Well, here we are. It's the second month of the season, and this guy is showing no signs of slowing down. Got himself another multi-hit ball game here.
Carlos Gonzalez will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0. Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. Chopped weakly to the left. Peralta for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Well, I'm a little surprised that he wouldn't come home with this ball. That's always going to be a tough turn at second for the double play, and you know you're only going to get 1, so why not take the lead runner at home to save yourself a run?
Nolan Arenado will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Line drive to left. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard.
Yeah, and there he is in that 4th spot in the National League. He's been very good at picking up his runners when he's had the chance, just like he did right there. He's the kind of impact bat that any team wants in their lineup.
Here comes the first pitch. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. Boy, and call off the Dogs already as this is down for extra bases. The runner from second crosses the plate.
I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
In is Gerardo Parra. Hit hard right to Peralta out there at short. Almost big trouble there, but he'll wind up stranding 2 as the side is retired. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Rockies 8 and the Cardinals nothing. Rajay Davis will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
All even now, 2-2. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Blackman moving to his left, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
That 5-run inning broke this game wide open, so you can bet he'll be more free and easy out there on the mound. That's a nice job of getting that first out of the inning.
Stephen Piscotty stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls we've had all game, Matt. It's been a pretty feeble effort offensively for his side.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, he was so far behind that first pitch that he over-adjusted and was so far ahead of this one.
To first. Paulson is there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Matt Carpenter digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
In there, no balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Here's Randall Grichuk. This is in the air out to right. Gonzalez moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Cardinals. Still 8-0. Jose Reyes heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Pulled toward right center field. Grichuk on the move, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. So a ringing double here to kick off inning number 5. And we'll give you a look at the Rockies team leaders in that category, as his total is currently 4th best on the ball club.
Yeah, he's not setting the world on fire with doubles, but he's getting his fair share. Definitely an important part of this offense.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Dustin Garneau is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. For Reyes, he's in scoring position with his 15th double of the year. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Eight runs, 14 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Piscotty moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The pitcher, number 15, Tyler Matzik.
Tyler Matzik will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
First delivery to him on the way. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And he's safe.
Helping his own cause right there, and no need to wait for the RBI guys to drive him in. He says, you know what? I can be an RBI guy too. That's a great at-bat right there, and that drives in a run.
DJ LeMahieu steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Runners on first with 1 down. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
And a good pitch there. It's a big front door curveball, and he had no way of opening up to it.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hard sinker misses 2-2. Hit hard towards second. In there, a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Into the box now, Charlie Blackmon. He singled his last time up. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Belted high and deep into right center. Grichuk ranging back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
A little bit of a risk there with 2 away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
Carlos Gonzalez Digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Got him fishing that time. 0-1. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his 2nd home run of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His 2nd home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
The batter, number
Here's
20,
Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Yeah, he just chased out of the zone on that first pitch. This time he started to, but he wisely pulled it back.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard hit at third. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So it's 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rockies 12 and the Cardinals nothing. Brandon Moss will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Matzik looks in. First pitch on its way. In tight with the curveball. Backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the 2nd hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Digging in to try it again, Johnny Peralta. He flew out in his last at-bat. And that misses for ball 1.
And you know, he's been the beneficiary of most of the calls here tonight, but I think that's one that he thought he should have had.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Swing and a liner. And he'll take it to the bag for the out, and there's your unassisted double play.
Well, not much you can do there. As a runner, you want to get a good bouncing lead off of first, but with the first baseman holding, once he fields it, forget it. It's an easy unassisted double play.
Here's Jed Jerko now. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, with 2 outs and nobody on, the best way to make a team pay for hitting it is to come around and score. Let's see what they can do.
Tim Paniagua is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Skied into very shallow right. Gonzalez has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Cards leave 1, just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Tyler Lyons will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Ben Paulson will lead things off for Colorado as they look to get something started in their half of the 6th.
Ben Paulson.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Davis, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
That's a great swing there. Leading off an inning, it's a fastball, but he just goes right with it and drives it the other way toward the gap. He's going to wind up on second here with a leadoff double.
In is Gerardo Parra. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. Piscotty is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he is in there.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with 1 away. Now, if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
Settling in now, Jose Reyes. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
And these guys just don't seem to want to let up out there. And who can blame them? That's now 13 runs they've put up here so far. And that's going to make for some pretty happy folks in that clubhouse when this one's all over.
Dustin Garneau will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
The 1-0 delivery. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Just foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Outside, 2-1. Shot, and this is off the second base bag. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Into the box, Tyler Matzik, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Ready with the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2.
You can see the way he releases that ball well over on the first base side of the mound. That's what makes that slider so tough on left-handed hitters.
1-2. Here it comes. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he swings on the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Colorado's out in front, 13-0. Colton Wong is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Colton Wong.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Matzik gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits. Both of them are singles. And he's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Rajai Davis will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
0-1 pitch on its way. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Gloved by Arenado. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for the
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there at what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Stephen Piscotty will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
First offering on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Hara going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, there's a nice even number. 10 straight games now, and people are going to have to start taking notice of this streak.
Matt Carpenter will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
In there for strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Two out here and a runner at second. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Kevin Segrist will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Charlie Blackmon will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Charlie Blackmon.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Davis is there to put this one away, and it takes just one pitch to record the first out of the seventh.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Carlos Gonzalez will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
Yeah, that's a very hittable location right there. Not where you want to be when you're facing a guy like this.
Down and away, ball 1.
1-1.
Bases are empty, one man out. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, you don't expect a guy who's having a year like this guy is having to take an ugly hack like that.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Hard hit to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit all the way, but let's check out the attempt here at first base. I think maybe if he stretches out, he could have knocked this ball down, but instead you see that ball get on him just a little too quickly there as he gives it the sliding effort, but I think that ball was headed for right field all the way.
Here's Nolan Arenado as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Well, he's not going to like the fact that he broke his bat. That's the one that's got all the hits in it.
Striding in, Ben Paulson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
Not a bad idea when you're facing a guy with a funky delivery like his. You go up there taking a pitch, get yourself a better idea of the release point that he's showing you and how to time that delivery a little bit better.
The 0-1 pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. Piscotty racing back, still ranging back. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 7 home runs for him on the year now as this lead got even wider.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
In is Gerardo Parra.
Gerardo
As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Line drive to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
And this is what folks mean when they talk about time in the fastball. He looks at the first pitch just to get a feel for the speed, the movement, and then when it comes again, now he knows how to handle it.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Yeah, this fella, pitcher number 4 already, and it's starting to look like more of the same.
It doesn't look like he's going to be the answer either. Some days it just doesn't matter who you trot out there. They've hit everything in sight.
Fastball right back to the mound, and he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Rockies are out in front, 15-0. Rendell Grichuk stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
center fielder, Rendell Grichuk.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point. So good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Moss. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Matzek's ready. Here it is on 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And the count will be full. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Johnny Peralta stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. After it is Blackman. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. Trevor Cahill will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Digging in and looking for more, Dustin Garneau. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Number 13, Dustin Garneau.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
This is hit well out toward left field. Looking up is Davis. Gone! A solo shot here to left as the blowout continues.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Stepping in now, Tyler Matzik. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Number 9, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
DJ LeMahieu digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Davis on the run. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Charlie Blackmon steps in looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game.
Well, anytime you can put together a 3-hit game, you're doing something right out there, and we'll see if he can pull it off.
First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. On the ground up the middle. Jerko fields it cleanly. On to Moss at first, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Rockies lead this one 16-0. Jed Jerko will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Matzik steps into his wind. Here comes the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. LeMahieu's got it, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Tim Paniagua will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
If I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
Tap foul at home plate. 1 out, nobody on. On the ground to the left side. Reyes from the outfield grass. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
This would have taken a superhuman effort right here, deep in the hole. You see, he doesn't have time to plant himself, so he just leaps into the air, fires it across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
Zach Cozart will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 3, Zach Cozart.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Rajay Davis will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
First pitch on its way. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And this one's in the dirt, but fortunately here, no advance. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
2 out here and a runner at second. Hit the other way out toward right field. Gonzalez has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Nice shot of downtown St. Louis as we're set for the 9th inning here from Busch Stadium. Jordan Walden will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Carlos Gonzalez steps in with 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here.
Well, he's just stroking it, Matt. I was watching him earlier in batting practice, and he looked good, but I didn't know it was going to be this good.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Davis is after it. 1 away.
Well, he fails here in his bid for a 5-hit ball game, but he's had a game to remember. No doubt about it.
Nolan Arenado steps in looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
Ben Paulson will stand in again, and we'll take you back to the 7th inning. This was a 2-run home run, and it was one of the key blows in the ball game thus far. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down go the Rockies on a mere 4 pitches as it remains a 16-0 ball game. Stephen Piscotty will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Here's the first pitch to him. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. And now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Matt Carpenter gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Matzik comes set. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. On the move is Gonzalez. 1 out.
And with all the runs that have scored tonight, you'd think that ball would have had some carry to it. I don't think he got that one flush, though.
Rendell Grichuk will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Brandon Moss ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Johnny Peralta will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. One strike from the shutout. Here it comes. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Looking to keep the shutout intact. Here it comes. And strike 3 called on a pitch that looked out of the zone. And that's the kind of ball game it's been for these guys, as this one is officially put into the books.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, the Rockies tonight were treated to a fine performance from the man you see here, Carlos Gonzalez. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, well, he really drove the ball well in this one. Winds up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Rockies come out on top 16-0. Good night from St. Louis.